Ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a moment that you receive a message or call from someone you haven't heard from in a while. Your heart skips a beat, emotions bubble up, and a flood of memories rushes in. It's natural to feel this way, but before you react, I invite you to pause and reflect. Empowering yourself begins with recognizing the infinite strength and value that resides within you. Too often we allow external circumstances or the behavior of others to dictate how we perceive ourselves. But true empowerment comes from a deep understanding that you are the source of your own worth, and nothing outside of you can diminish that. When someone contacts you unexpectedly, it's easy to feel swept up in the emotions of the moment. Maybe it's excitement, curiosity, or even anxiety. These feelings can pull you into old patterns of seeking approval, doubting your value, or acting impulsively to ensure you are seen or heard. However, it's in these moments that empowerment becomes essential. Pause and remind yourself you have the power to choose how you respond. You are not obligated to react immediately or in a way that compromises your self-respect. Empowerment also means setting boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are guidelines that protect your peace and prioritize your well-being. When someone contacts you, take a moment to evaluate whether their intentions align with the life you are building for yourself. If they don't, you have every right to step back or decline their invitation to reconnect. Boundaries are not selfish, they are acts of self-love that honor the truth of who you are. In this process, it's crucial to release any belief that your worth is tied to someone else's actions or opinions. The fact that someone reaches out to you is not a validation of your value, nor is it a reflection of what you deserve. You were already whole and complete before this person contacted you, and you remain so regardless of what happens next. Anchoring yourself in this truth allows you to respond from a place of confidence rather than insecurity. Empowerment is also about reclaiming your narrative. Reflect on who you want to be in this moment and how you wish to show up for yourself. This is your life and you have the authority to define it. Choose responses and actions that align with your values, your growth, and your vision for the future. Empowering yourself involves trusting your inner guidance. Your intuition is a powerful tool that can help you discern what is best for you. If something about the contact feels off or doesn't sit right with you, honor that feeling. If it feels like an opportunity for growth or healing, trust that too. The key is to listen to your inner voice rather than the noise of external pressures or expectations. When you empower yourself, you shift the focus from what others want or expect from you to what you truly need and deserve. You become the architect of your own experience, making decisions rooted in self-respect, love, and clarity. In doing so, you create a life that reflects your strength, honors your worth, and aligns with the beautiful, powerful being you are. Empowerment is not a one-time choice, it's a daily practice of standing in your truth and living from a place of inner strength. Staying grounded is about maintaining your emotional and mental equilibrium, especially in moments that could easily disrupt your inner peace. When someone reaches out to you, especially unexpectedly, it can trigger a wave of emotions, excitement, nervousness, confusion, or even hurt from the past. These feelings, while natural, can cloud your judgment and lead to impulsive actions. Staying grounded allows you to pause, reflect, and respond in a way that aligns with your highest good. The first step to staying grounded is to create space between the moment of contact and your reaction. It's easy to feel an immediate pull to respond, whether out of politeness, curiosity, or habit. But rushing to reply often leaves little room for thoughtful reflection. Give yourself permission to take time before engaging. This doesn't mean ignoring or avoiding the situation, rather. It's about giving yourself the opportunity to center your thoughts and emotions before making any decisions. In this pause, focus on your breath. Deep, intentional breathing is a simple yet powerful way to reconnect with the present moment and bring calm to your mind. Close your eyes if you need to and take a few slow breaths, allowing your thoughts to settle. This practice reminds you that you are in control of your energy and how you choose to use it. Staying grounded is as much about physical awareness as it is about emotional stability. Reflecting on your feelings is another key aspect of staying grounded. Ask yourself what emotions arise in response to the contact. Are you feeling joyful, apprehensive, or perhaps conflicted? Acknowledge these emotions without judgment. They are valid, but they do not have to dictate your actions. When you observe your feelings with curiosity and detachment, you gain clarity about what truly matters to you in this situation. It's also essential to separate the past from the present. Sometimes contact from someone can bring up old memories or unresolved issues. While it's important to honor your experiences, remember that you are not the person you were back then. You have grown, learned, and evolved. Staying grounded means approaching the situation from the perspective of who you are now, not who you were before. This mindset empowers you to make choices that align with your current values and aspirations. Another part of staying grounded is recognizing that you cannot control the other person's intentions or actions, only your response. Whether their outreach is genuine, impulsive, or self-serving, it's not your responsibility to decode their motives. Your focus should be on what feels right for you. Trust yourself to navigate the situation in a way that honors your boundaries and well-being. Staying grounded is about choosing presence over reaction. It's about stepping back, gathering your thoughts, and responding with clarity and intention. By staying rooted in the present moment, you protect your energy, honor your inner wisdom, and ensure that your choices come from a place of strength rather than impulse. This practice not only helps you handle the situation at hand, but also fosters resilience and emotional balance in every aspect of your life. Healing first is essential before responding to contact from someone who may have played a significant role in your past, particularly if the relationship was marked by unresolved emotions or pain. Often when someone reaches out, it can feel like reopening an old chapter, and without adequate healing, this can stir up wounds that have yet to fully mend. By prioritizing your healing, you ensure that any interaction comes from a place of strength, clarity, and emotional stability rather than vulnerability or confusion. Healing begins with acknowledging your feelings and the impact of past experiences. Suppressing emotions or pretending that pain does not exist only delays the process. Take the time to sit with your emotions, however uncomfortable they may be. Whether it's anger, sadness, regret, or longing, allow yourself to feel and process them. These feelings are not a sign of weakness, they are a natural part of the healing journey. By embracing them, you create the space necessary to move forward. An essential aspect of healing is understanding the patterns and dynamics that may have existed in the relationship. Ask yourself, what role did I play? What lessons have I learned? How can I grow from this experience? This level of introspection helps you identify behaviors or beliefs that no longer serve you and empowers you to release them. It's not about assigning blame or dwelling on the past, but rather about gaining insight and clarity to avoid repeating cycles that no longer align with your well-being. Forgiveness is a powerful component of healing, but it must be approached with care. Forgiveness does not mean excusing harmful behavior or forgetting what happened. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of resentment and anger. Forgive not for the sake of the other person, but for your own peace of mind. By doing so, you reclaim the energy that might otherwise be tied to the pain of the past. As you heal, self-care becomes a crucial practice. Nurture yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Surround yourself with people and activities that bring you joy and support your growth. Journaling, meditation, or seeking guidance from a therapist or trusted mentor can provide valuable tools for processing emotions and gaining perspective. Self-care reinforces the message that you are worthy of love, respect, and kindness first and foremost from yourself. Healing also involves setting boundaries that protect your progress. If someone from your past reaches out, evaluate whether engaging with them aligns with your healing journey. It's okay to say no or to take the time you need before responding. Boundaries are not about shutting others out, but about ensuring that your emotional health remains a priority. Healing first allows you to respond from a place of empowerment rather than reactivity. It ensures that you are not seeking validation, closure, or connection from someone else to feel whole. Instead, you engage with others from a foundation of self-awareness, strength, and inner peace. By prioritizing your healing, you honor the person you are becoming and create the conditions for healthier, more fulfilling relationships in the future. Healing is not a destination but a continuous journey, and each step you take brings you closer to the freedom and happiness you deserve. Avoiding impulsive reactions is a vital practice when someone reaches out to you, especially if their contact stirs up strong emotions or memories. Reacting impulsively often bypasses thoughtful reflection and can lead to actions or words that you may later regret. Taking the time to pause and evaluate the situation allows you to respond in a way that aligns with your values, emotional well-being, and long-term goals. Impulsive reactions are often driven by heightened emotions such as excitement, anger, fear, or even a sense of urgency. These emotions can cloud your judgment and make it difficult to see the situation clearly. When someone contacts you, it's natural to feel an immediate pull to respond, either to satisfy your curiosity, seek validation, or address unresolved issues. However, acting on these impulses can place you in a vulnerable position, especially if the other person's intentions are unclear or if the contact reopens wounds from the past. The first step to avoiding impulsive reactions is to create space between the trigger and your response. This space gives you time to process your emotions and consider the potential consequences of your actions. Instead of replying immediately, take a moment to pause and breathe. Deep, conscious breathing helps calm your nervous system and brings you back to the present moment. This simple practice can prevent you from being swept away by the intensity of your initial feelings. As you pause, reflect on the situation. Ask yourself important questions. Why is this person reaching out? What do I hope to achieve by responding? Am I acting out of emotion or intention? These questions help you gain clarity about your motivations and the potential impact of your response. By understanding the deeper dynamics at play, you can make a more informed decision about how to proceed. Avoiding impulsive reactions also requires you to trust your intuition. Your gut instinct often provides valuable guidance about whether the contact feels genuine or whether it might lead to unnecessary complications. If something about the situation doesn't sit right with you, honor that feeling and take more time to consider your next steps. Trusting yourself is a powerful way to stay grounded and aligned with your inner wisdom. Another key aspect is recognizing that you are not obligated to respond immediately or at all. Sometimes the healthiest choice is to step back and assess whether engaging with this person serves your highest good. Delayed responses are not a sign of weakness or avoidance. They are an expression of self-respect and intentionality. You have the right to prioritize your emotional well-being over the expectations or pressures of others. Avoiding impulsive reactions is about shifting from a reactive state to a proactive one. It's about responding with intention, clarity, and purpose rather than acting on fleeting emotions. By practicing this restraint, you protect your energy, maintain your self-respect, and ensure that your actions align with the life you are building for yourself. Each time you choose thoughtfulness over impulsivity, you strengthen your ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. This practice not only benefits your current interactions, but also fosters deeper emotional resilience and self-awareness in the long run. Reflecting on the intentions of someone who contacts you is an essential step to ensure that your response aligns with your well-being and personal growth. When someone reaches out, their motives may not always be clear, and rushing into an interaction without understanding their purpose can lead to confusion or emotional discomfort. By taking the time to thoughtfully consider their intentions, you empower yourself to approach the situation with clarity and discernment. The first step in this reflection is to detach from the immediate emotional impact of their contact. A message, call, or sudden outreach might stir a range of feelings: curiosity, excitement, hope, or even apprehension. These emotions, while valid, can cloud your ability to objectively assess the situation. It's important to create a mental pause, allowing your initial emotional response to settle. This pause gives you the space to evaluate the situation with a clear and rational perspective. Begin by asking yourself key questions. Why might this person be contacting me now? What could they want or need? What has changed in our dynamic that might explain their outreach? These questions encourage introspection and help you shift from reacting to analyzing. If the person is someone from your past, consider the nature of your previous relationship and whether there are unresolved issues that might influence their intentions. It's also helpful to examine the context of their contact. Timing can offer valuable clues. Are they reaching out during a milestone in your life or theirs? Is their message prompted by external events, such as a holiday or a shared connection? Understanding the context can provide insights into their possible motivations, whether they are seeking closure, reconnection, or something else entirely. Another aspect of reflecting on their intentions is to observe the tone and content of their message. Are they being genuine and respectful, or do their words seem vague, manipulative, or self-serving? Pay attention to any red flags or inconsistencies in their communication. Trust your intuition if something feels off. Reflecting on the quality of their outreach allows you to gauge whether their intentions align with your values and emotional boundaries. It's equally important to consider how engaging with this person might impact you. Ask yourself whether their contact feels supportive or whether it stirs up old wounds or insecurities. Your reflection should focus not only on their intentions, but also on your emotional readiness to engage. If you feel that their motives may not be in your best interest, it's perfectly acceptable to set boundaries or choose not to respond. Remember that you are not obligated to figure out every detail of their intentions. While reflection provides valuable insights, you cannot always know their true motives with absolute certainty. What matters most is that you approach the situation with self-awareness and prioritize your emotional health. By taking the time to reflect on their intentions, you ensure that your choices are guided by wisdom and self-respect, allowing you to navigate the interaction with grace and confidence. Communicating with clarity is essential when responding to someone who reaches out to you, particularly if their contact brings unresolved emotions or complexity. Clear communication allows you to express yourself authentically, establish boundaries, and avoid misunderstandings. It is not only a way to honor your own feelings, but also to ensure that the interaction unfolds in a way that aligns with your emotional well-being and personal values. To communicate with clarity, begin by taking the time to understand your thoughts and emotions before responding. This requires a moment of introspection where you can ask yourself what you truly want to convey and why. Are you seeking closure, understanding, or simply expressing gratitude? By identifying your intentions, you set the foundation for a clear and purposeful exchange. When you know what you want to communicate, your words carry greater weight and meaning. It is equally important to choose your words carefully. Communication can be a delicate process, especially if the relationship has a history of misunderstandings or emotional intensity. Avoid speaking impulsively or letting heightened emotions dictate your response. Instead, focus on expressing yourself with honesty and respect. Simple, straightforward language is often the most effective way to ensure that your message is understood. Overcomplicating or layering your words with emotion can lead to confusion or unintended consequences. Boundaries play a crucial role in clear communication. If you feel uncertain about the other person's intentions, or if their contact brings discomfort, it is essential to articulate your needs and limits clearly. Boundaries are not about creating barriers or pushing someone away. They are about protecting your emotional well-being and ensuring that interactions occur on terms that feel safe and comfortable for you. When setting boundaries, be assertive yet kind. For example, you might say, "I need some time to process this before responding further," or "I'm not ready to revisit certain topics right now." Active listening is another important element of clear communication. While expressing your own thoughts is vital, truly hearing and understanding what the other person is saying helps to foster a meaningful exchange. Listen with an open mind and without jumping to conclusions. If anything is unclear, ask for clarification rather than making assumptions. Miscommunication often arises when people fail to listen fully, so strive to be present and engaged in the conversation. Nonverbal communication also plays a role in clarity. Your tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language all convey messages beyond your words. Ensure that your nonverbal cues align with what you are saying. For example, a calm and steady tone can reinforce your message and demonstrate that you are approaching the conversation with thoughtfulness and respect. Remember that clarity does not mean you have to reveal everything about your thoughts or feelings. It is okay to share only what feels comfortable and appropriate for the situation. Being clear is about expressing yourself truthfully and intentionally, not about over-explaining or justifying your choices. By prioritizing clear communication, you create a space for meaningful interaction while safeguarding your emotional integrity. This approach fosters understanding and respect, enabling you to navigate the situation with confidence and grace. Whether the outcome of the conversation leads to reconnection or closure, clear communication ensures that your voice is heard and your values are upheld. Thanks for watching.